SpotlightMediaStudios.com. Welcome to Education Unfiltered. Here is Mary Stucco.
Hello, this is Mary Stucco with Education Unfiltered, where we talk all things higher ed. And one of those really kind of hot jobs right now, especially in the Lansing area, and actually throughout the whole country, is the insurance industry. So today I am joined by Jace Feldpausch. He works with Farm Bureau Insurance. Welcome, Jace.
Hi, Mary. Thanks for having me on today.
How you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, and yourself?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Thank you. So tell me, Jace, what do you do at Farm Bureau?
I am a farm and agribusiness underwriter, and I work mainly in the home office.
Okay, very good. So let's talk about this and like kind of how you got to where you were. Did you go to school to go into insurance?
No, I did not. Growing up, I've obviously wanted to have many different jobs, but as I got closer to college, I realized that I really wanted to have a career in agriculture. So I went to Michigan State, and I got my bachelor's degree in agribusiness management, hoping to eventually be a farmer. So I would not say any point in the early planning was insurance ever in the sights, I would say.
Very good. Did you grow up farming?
Yes. My family, both of my father's family had a farm, my mother's family has a farm, and I've been working on a farm since, well, forever, I guess you could say.
So you knew you wanted to do something in farming, but didn't know it was going to be in insurance. Do you feel like your background in agriculture has helped you with your job?
Oh, absolutely. There's just the little things that you know how to handle talking with insureds and agents. Growing up on the farm, you just realize that, okay, it's really, there's busy seasons and there's non-busy seasons, and during harvest season, you might not get the stuff you need right away, and you just have to know, okay, they can't get it to me by this day, but they can get it to me next week. And I think that time frame and just being able to communicate with the different types of people really shows in this job.
Absolutely. So tell me, we know a little bit that, you come from a farming background, and what percentage of farms of the state does Farm Bureau Insurance insure?
Oh, that I don't know.
Okay. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a very high. I wouldn't be able to give you an exact percentage, but I know they're the specialty insurer for farm in the state.
Very good. So tell me, how did you said you grew up farming, you went to Michigan State, studying ag. What happened then? What happened after you graduated from Michigan State?
Well, actually, I guess it started a little bit before there. I really wanted to have an internship before I graduated, just to have my foot in the door somewhere. And I had some family and friends that worked at Farm Bureau, and they told me about this rotational ag internship, and it was a new education-based internship that Farm Bureau was trying to set off so they could get more young students interested in the insurance industry. So it was the summer of my junior year, I interned at Farm Bureau, and I interned there over the summer, and then I went part-time in a different job once I finished the internship through the school year, and then I went full-time soon after I graduated.
This was all at Farm Bureau?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So what exactly clicked with you that you're like, wow, this, I want to go into ag, I want to be a farmer, but boy, this insurance thing and being you're in underwriting, right?
Yep.
Being in underwriting really appeals to me. What kind of clicked with you?
Yeah, so during my internship, I bounced around through all the different aspects of Farm Bureau. I went through marketing, claims, obviously Farm Bureau insurance, and I saw the grand scheme of things of Farm Bureau. And what I think really helped me make my decision was I went on a couple ride-alongs with some of the farm field underwriters, and those experiences, I can't be thankful enough for the underwriters that took me on those. It really excited me about the insurance industry because I knew I would be able to add my farm background with the insurance side of things. And I thought, hey, this could be a really cool path for me. And I guess that's where it all started. And it worked out pretty good for me, I would say.
Very good. So now are you an underwriter that goes out in the field, or are you an underwriter who stays pretty much in the office?
Nope, I am a home office underwriter. So there's a couple times where we go out just to get out of the office every once in a while, but I am mainly in the home office underwriting.
And are you actually working in the office now, or are you working also from home?
No, I'm actually full-time from home forever. So
okay.
That's pretty nice, the flexibility there.
Yeah, and that is. And I think during this time, that's something when people, and we'll talk a little bit about this, but, when people are making career changes or picking jobs, that can be, kind of something that's an incentive for people to know, oh, I don't have to go out and be in front of people all the time. I can actually, stay home and work from home.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a whole different experience working from home and working in the office. The one thing I do miss about being in the office is that social interaction with people. Yeah, I get phone calls and I get to talk to people on the phone, but being able to talk to someone face to face is way different than on the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still, like you said, it's a convenience factor, it's a comfortability factor, and I like it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a good thing. So, why did you choose to work for Farm Bureau? Obviously, you decided, I think I'm going to switch into the insurance industry. There's a lot of insurance companies to choose from, and a lot of them do farms as well. So what made you choose Farm Bureau over everybody else?
Yeah, I guess the main reason was once I started my internship, I already had my foot in the door, and this job market is very competitive right now. So after I ended my internship, I started working full-time or part-time in the work comp department for a little bit. And then after I graduated, I got hired in full-time into the Farm Bureau underwriting department. So I guess the main reason was I was already here. I was already developing those relationships with managers and other coworkers, and I just felt like it was a really good fit, and I couldn't imagine starting that all over with new people and new managers.
Yeah. And how does it feel working at Farm Bureau as far as, opportunity for growth and to try different things and possibly move up within the company?
I really like the way that Farm Bureau is structured. There is a large amount of room for growth, both professionally and educationally. Farm Bureau is a big advocate of getting continuing education credits and insurance designations, and there's countless opportunities to better yourself, and there's there's a lot of room for growth at Farm Bureau.
Yeah, and do they help pay for, a lot of this extra education that you're going through?
Yes, yes, they do pay for all of the education, and I do believe they have some programs that help pay your way through certain colleges, like I believe Olivet, if you're going toward an insurance degree.
Very good. So if you were talking to your younger self or to other students that are, maybe getting out of high school and trying to decide what they want to do, what would be something that you would recommend to them or to consider as they're starting to enter into college and in a career?
Yeah. There's a couple things I would want them to know or tell myself, and one of the main things is to get out of your comfort zone. It's absolutely amazing what you can accomplish when you get out of your little bubble and try new things. Or if you want to if you ever have aspirations to travel, there are so many jobs out there, and it's just, once you get out of your comfort zone, there is an endless number of opportunities that are ahead of you. And I think that alone can help people with their future endeavors. And I think another thing I would recommend is have an internship or a couple internships. I know certain degrees make you, or they require you to have an internship to graduate. It's such a good experience, and like I said, you already have that foot in the door with the relationships and the company and how different systems work, and even have multiple. I had multiple internships when I was in college, and Farm Bureau stood out, and I think that was just because I stepped out of my comfort zone because I never thought that insurance was something I'd be interested in, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and I really love what I do now.
Yeah. What else can you say about Farm Bureau? Because you said it really stood out to you. Can you list some specific things that really, made a difference, that this is where you want to land?
Yeah. Flexibility, especially when I was a student worker. My manager was very flexible with my schooling hours and all of those aspects. Or if I had an exam, they were very understanding, and the people at Farm Bureau are absolutely amazing. When I was interning, they said it's a family of companies, and they truly do feel it's truly a family atmosphere at Farm Bureau. There's people from all over the place, and I know there's 4 employees at Farm Bureau that are from my town, and it is a family atmosphere and is a family of companies. That really stood out for me.
Absolutely. So there's also a lot of people right now who are kind of in transition. They're not right out of school. They've already been working in a career, but now they're kind of doing a reevaluation of, maybe, I need to switch jobs. What would be something you would recommend to maybe the little bit older person who's looking to switch jobs, why they would want to maybe transition into the insurance industry and specifically Farm Bureau?
Yeah. I just previously stated, Farm Bureau is a great and welcoming place. They truly do feel like a family. And another reason I think it would be a good idea to transition into the insurance industry is, I don't know the most recent statistic, but I knew when I started my internship, within the next 5 years, so now it's within the next 3 years, the insurance industry is going to be losing 30 to 40% of the workforce due to retirement. So there's going to be a lot of job opportunities, a lot of room for growth, and a lot of different aspects of insurance that are going to have openings that you could really thrive with your different skill sets.
Yes. Now, did you start there before COVID or after or during COVID? When did you start?
Yeah, so I started my internship and part-time work before COVID. I accepted my full-time job offer in March of 2020. I believe it was March 7th.
Oh, so a week before everything started going
exactly.
Crazy.
Yep, so I was very thankful for that because I believe it was shortly after that Farm Bureau went on a hiring freeze where they didn't hire any new people because of all the different circumstances. So I was very thankful that I got the job when I did, because I couldn't imagine what would have happened if I didn't receive this opening.
Yeah. So how was it working for Farm Bureau during this time? Obviously, at this point, you got sent home. And how was it transition for you?
It was different, obviously, because you're not working in the home office. You can't see all the people you normally talk to, and you have connection issues. And it was we were forced to have a very quick transition. So that was difficult. But I mean, it's just like anything else in any career. You learn to adapt and you find your little niche in the system, and it worked out pretty good. We ended up getting a new production system implemented, so that makes a lot of the work to be done remotely much easier. And just the IT staff was so helpful, and all the managers were understanding of the situations and different family matters. So Farm Bureau made it a very easy transition for me.
And how did you feel while everything was going on? Did you feel like your job was still secure? Did you ever have fear that anything was going to change?
I guess there was a little bit of fear that my job wasn't completely safe, but I knew our farm book has been growing exponentially in the last few years, and I knew there was a lot of work that needed to be done, and that gave me a little sense of comfort, because I believed that because of the amount of work that we were seeing coming in, and as long as I did my job well, I felt pretty confident that I would be able to remain in my job. But there was that little bit of fear that I could potentially lose this because of the circumstances.
Yeah. And how do you feel about that now? Do you feel like things are settled down and that you're feeling very secure on where everything's going?
Yeah. Yep. I feel very confident about this. I feel we've grown as a team together, and with our new system, our production levels are even higher. So I'm feeling pretty confident now.
Yeah. Well, that's great. You took kind of a bad situation and you turned it into something positive, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This was Jace Feldpausch with Farm Bureau Insurance. He's an underwriter in the insurance industry. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. This is Mary Stucco with Education Unfiltered, and I want to thank Farm Bureau Insurance for sponsoring this podcast. Have a great day.